Judicial Watch, new Obama IRS scandal records go missing. Why are we not surprised? Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton issued the following statement in a response to a July 13 Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration report, which finds the Internal Revenue Service's IRS records management practice resulted in lost records and incomplete IRS responses to Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) requests and congressional inquiries. This new report is shocking but not surprising. We have long battled the IRS in court over its obstruction in responding to FOIA requests about Obama-era IRS abuses. It is a scandal that the Obama IRS did not tell Judicial Watch, the courts, or Congress about the loss of government records. Our attorneys will review this report to assess whether we should seek relief and accountability from the courts. In the meantime, President Trump should finally fire IRS Commissioner John Koskinen and direct the Justice Department to reopen its criminal inquiry into Obama IRS abuses and cover-ups. In April, Judicial Watch filed a Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) lawsuit against the IRS to obtain records relating to the agency's preservation and/or retention, quote, of all the email records of officials who have left the agency since January 2010. Judicial Watch versus Internal Revenue Service, numbers so-and-so. The suit was filed as part of Judicial Watch's continuing efforts to gain information about the IRS's targeting of conservative groups and citizens during the Obama administration. Judicial Watch's litigation forced the IRS first to say that emails belonging to Lois Lerner, former director of the exempt organizations unit of the IRS, were supposedly missing, and later declare to the court that the emails were on IRS backup systems. Lerner was one of the top officials responsible for the IRS targeting on President Obama's political opponents. Judicial Watch exposed various IRS records keeping problems. In June of 2014, the IRS claimed to have lost responsive emails belonging to Lerner and other IRS officials. How convenient. And most likely instructed by Obama himself. In July 2014, Judge Emmett Sullivan ordered the IRS to submit to the court a written declaration under oath about what happened to Lerner's, quote, lost emails. The sworn declarations proved to be less than forthcoming. In August 2014, Department of Justice attorneys for the IRS finally admitted Judicial Watch that Lerner's emails, indeed, all government computer records, are backed up by the federal government in case of a government-wide catastrophe. The IRS's attorney also disclosed that Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration was looking at several of these backup tapes. In November of 2014, the IRS told the court it had failed to search any of the IRS standard computer systems for the missing emails of Lerner and other IRS officials. Now, isn't that dandy? They failed to search. Of course, they're not interested to search that. They don't give people the information that they're entitled to. On February 26, 2015, TIGTA officials testified to the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee that it had received 744 backup tapes containing emails sent and received by Lerner. This testimony showed that the IRS had falsely represented to both Congress, Judge Sullivan, and Judicial Watch that Lerner's emails were irretrievably lost. The testimony also revealed that IRS officials responsible for responding to the document requests never asked for the backup tapes, and that 424 backup tapes containing Lerner's emails had been destroyed during the presidency. of Judicial Watch's lawsuit and congressional investigation. So I guess he picked up a couple of tricks from Hillary Clinton. In June of 2016, Judicial Watch forced the IRS to admit in a court filing that it was in possession of 6,400 newly discovered learner emails. Judge Emmett Sullivan's ordered the IRS to provide answers on the status of the learner emails the IRS had previously declared lost. Judicial Watch raised questions about the IRS handling of the missing emails issue in a court filing, demanding answers about learners' emails that had been recovered from the backup tapes. In July of 2015, U.S. District Court Judge Emmett Sullivan threatened to hold John Koskinen, the Commissioner of the Internal Revenue Service and Justice Department attorneys, in contempt of court after the IRS failed to produce status reports and recovered learner emails as he had ordered on July 1st of 2015. Obama's IRS Commissioner Koskinen was nearly impeached in September of 2016 for misleading Congress on learners' emails. Tom Fitton's tweet, "New Obama IRS records scandal, records missing." Judicial Watch's statement on IRS records. Internal watchdog found records went missing. Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton issued the following statement in response. Yeah, so in other words, they didn't expect Judicial Watch to be going after them. So that's why they made sure they go missing, but they're held in contempt. Let's see what happens with this. This is totally ridiculous. I mean, they took hints from Hillary Clinton, erasing all the, wiping down, bleach bitting the emails. Of course, you know, this is going to take like a hell of a load of work to get this all out in the open. And Tom Fitton, you know, he's doing a great job. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.